here comes the major construction for the new work shed. I have no idea how they want to get that all off. It's pre-assembled, so we don't get all the noise. No es muy peso, ¿no? Es solamente estilo o es hierro o qué es. Yeah. Cuidado con la casa rodante, por favor. Ajá. Oh, izquierda, derecha. ¿Cómo se dice en el militar?
Left, right, left, right, left, right.
Oh, oh.
Oh my goodness.
Yo le dije a Oscar de...
Necesitamos cortar el árbol. ¡Diego! Oh, yeah. We're slightly stuck in the trees, I think. Oh yeah, no. We had a lot of rain last night. This is the concrete floor, and these are obviously the sides. They might have to cut the tree tomorrow as well. There's a massacre to the tree, obviously. Uh-oh, the guy is good. Oops.
Oh my goodness.
Y esto le faltan 80.
Well, that was easy. Hopefully the tree survives that.
El tractor. ¿Estamos aquí? Supuestamente las tablas es para que...
There's still one branch that is in the way.
The metal frames are the main structure for a new workshop. The first house that was built on here is currently being used as a workshop and storage area, but the plan is for Carlos and Stella to move back into it once the new structure is finished. Carlos's instruments and tools plus Stella's sewing machine take up a lot of space, but once everything is moved into the new workshop, they have a really nice and much larger house to live in again. Their current bedroom will be used for family visits.
Camila. En el centro de la acción.
Dale que al pie atrapado, señor Amarillo.
Camila, ¿eh? ¿Qué pasó? ¿Eh? ¿Qué pasó? Acciones aquí, ¿eh? Camila, ven.
Consentidas.
Oh, oh.
Ay, Camila preciosa. ¿Quién es? Ella se las acuesta. ¿Ah? ¿Cierto? ¿Quién es preciosa?
In my next life I'm going to be a dog. Humans have to work. Dogs get all the pleasure. We had to get up at 10 this morning because the guys came to put the cables into our fuse box here, because they're now welding the new structure of the bodega. And the electric cable is running across our porch down the path. Carlos put some tape out. It's almost done here. It's already standing the structure.
It's a good job they built the main frame elsewhere, because the noise of the metal flex would have disturbed everyone here for 2 weeks. Now they only have to cut and solder the connecting pieces, which is all done in 2 days.
Daniela is fast asleep. Helen just discovered this giant beetle here. Boy, that's a huge one with really big horns. It's called a horn beetle, or a rhinoceros beetle, I think it's called. Here we go, here we are. Oops, I've seen it before in Colombia, but this one is a really, really big one.
It's a rhinoceros, not a rhinoceros.
Rhinoceros, but
It sounds like a dinosaur.
I'm not quite sure if they can actually fly. I think he's trying to hide. Oh look, his pincers actually work. They're moving. Is that how he's catching food, maybe? Helen is discovering one beetle after another today. This one is lying on its back. Let's see if I can do it. Hello. Oh. There. You're free to go. Helen's got a really, really black toe, and it was my fault. I kicked out in the middle of the night and I hit her toe. Holy camoly, that looks really, really nasty. And we don't have any health insurance anymore.
It's okay as long as I don't bend it. But
Yeah.
it's all the way down here.
Wow,
That's the problem.
that looks really nasty. We don't think it's broken. It's probably just, what is it, stubbed?
Yeah.
But it looks awful, awful, awful. And now Helen can't really go for long walks.
Really hurt at the time.
Jeez Louise.
No biting. No biting.
Mio, huh? What's up? Oh, big yawn? What's up? You need a big cuddle today, huh? You already visited us today. Yeah, I can see the claws are coming out.
She's not happy.
We're out and about for a walk again. You can tell there's been a lot of rain. It's super green, which is nice for the farmers. But the sky is ominously dark again. I guess we get some rain again tonight. Helen is trying to walk with her toe, and it's going okay. It's not too bad. Well, we can't go on a really, really long hike at the moment. Today we have the cows at the water pond here. It's super dark in the background. Hoppla. Move on. Ándale, ándale, ándale. We take a quick look into the greenhouses. They've set up a new one right next to it. Let's see if we can get in. Is it open?
It's a sliding thing.
Okay. Trespassing. Can you fit through? Tomatoes are coming in. They put them on strings and they're quite high already. It's humid in here, isn't it? There's quite a lot of tomatoes. And worked it all out. Hopefully. That just goes over the top there. Now I'm sweating because it was really humid in there. Listo. Ta-da! And of course we leave everything the way we found it. Since we've been farmers for many years as well, we know what to do. Well done. Well done. The vultures are waiting for us. Huh? Thank you. Is that what you think about me? It's really hard to see, but it's pitch black over there. It's actually brighter on the camera than it is in reality.
Oh, that was a major
That was
one.
a big one, yeah.
In there.
I caught it on the side.
There you go. Did you get that?
I don't know. It was in the brighter part of the...
Right there where you've got the...
It's always nice to watch a storm from the distance.
Not when you're underneath it.
I'm usually scared of lightning.
Oh,
Yeah, it
so
sits up in the sky there. Oh, that was big. I was in two areas. So here's an update on our water filter. We've used it for 3 weeks now, and you can tell the difference. On the top is the water that comes out of the tap, and on the bottom is the filtered water. It's a really, really, really good investment. It looks a little big. It's not that suitable for a motorhome, but here for the house it's absolutely perfect. I do have to clean the upper filter though every night because the sediments are just clogging it up. But it's easy with a sponge.
On the 28th of April, a national strike and protests against the government started all over Colombia. In the big cities of Cali and Medellin, police and army have killed around 40 young protesters to date. There have been numerous roadblocks and violent reactions from the desperate strikers. 42% of Colombia's population live in poverty. So tonight, Barichara holds a peaceful demonstration to support the protesters. decided to watch from a less crowded spot. Approximately 200 people are standing a little too close to each other from the corona point of view. But Colombians are less afraid of the virus than the current political and economical situation in the country. It's really peaceful here though, and the crowd enjoys the get-together with music after the long year of social distancing during the pandemic. Understandable. The white origami doves were made by all the school children in town. Each of them contains a wish for the future.
Somos venezolanos, no queremos ver a Colombia como nuestro país.
Ya estamos así.
Gracias, Venezuela, y les quería decir que no dejen de luchar por Colombia porque Colombia no merece estar como nuestro país. Nosotros venimos de allá donde la lucha fue en vano y no valió lo que hicieron, lo que hizo la gente, y por eso les digo que no dejen que a Colombia le pase lo mismo y que sigan luchando.
Carlos is getting ready for his performance. We were waiting for the maestro. There he goes. ¡Aplauso!
Entonces, si alguno de los niños, de las niñas sería
Helen is going to
interesante que
join
nos compartan
Carlos. What
muy
is it called?
sencillo, qué mensaje le darían al gobierno, qué mensaje le darían a las personas, qué mensaje les gustaría compartir, porque sería muy valioso.
Ay, 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 me querí. Ay, 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 me querí. Cuando amanezco con frío, prendo un cigarro de Habana y me caliento la cara con el cigarro encendido. Ay, 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 me querí. Ay, 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 me querí. Ay, ay, ay. Gracias.
We are still waiting for the borders to open, but the corona cases in South America are going up again.
India has set a global record for a rise in daily coronavirus cases and deaths for a fifth straight day. Countries including Britain, Germany and France are sending urgent medical aid. Italy has begun easing some of its coronavirus restrictions as infection rates fall. Restaurants and bars in much of the country will be allowed to serve customers outside, and some cinemas and concert halls are also reopening.
And the European Union has launched legal action against the vaccine manufacturer AstraZeneca for failing to deliver the number of doses promised. AstraZeneca says the move is without merit and will defend itself in court.
There is growing evidence that the official death toll in India's COVID crisis is a massive underestimate. The number of reported deaths is nearly 200,000, but crematorium figures show that number could be twice as high. Brazil's President Jair Bolsonaro is now under formal investigation for his handling of the coronavirus pandemic. The president has attempted to stop state governors from imposing lockdowns and mandating the use of masks.
President Biden has banned nearly all travel to the US from India to try to stop the spread of COVID-19. Most non-US citizens will be barred from entering from Tuesday. Australia has banned its own citizens from returning home from India and will imprison people who break the rules. Funerals have been held for victims of the stampede in Israel, which saw at least 45 people die. Almost all of those affected were ultra-Orthodox Jews attending a festival to mark the Lag BaOmer holiday. The country's Prime Minister promised an inquiry would ensure that such a tragedy would never happen again. British teams and players from sports including football, cricket and rugby have begun a 4-day boycott of social media. They want Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, among others, to take stronger action against people who post racist and sexist comments. The social media platforms say that they are taking action to tackle abuse.
Dozens of cities across Brazil have been forced to stop giving people a second dose of coronavirus vaccine because of severe shortages. The health minister blamed his predecessor for allowing too many people to receive the first dose without enough stock for a follow-up.
The US will support a plan to remove patent protections on COVID vaccines. The move would make it easier for more companies to produce vaccines, making them more widely available for developing countries. The World Health Organization calls it a monumental moment in the fight against COVID-19.
Stay tuned for more videos.